Hang on. Music. Oh, how are you lads? Good to see y'all. Ignore my last chat message. I don't know. Miles was at my keyboard again. What can I say? What can I tell you? Huh? What can I tell you? Welcome on in, lads. Just wanted to do a just chat and stream, just to chill out with you for a bit before we get back into like the proper streams and videos, etc. I feel like because it was either this or nothing. So I said, you know what, I'll do this tonight. We'll stream for a little bit anyway, over an hour at least anyway, and we'll just chat, talk, see how you been, tell you how I've been. I'm sure you pretty know the gist of how I've been with the last YouTube video upload. But it's good to see you all here. Senior ladies, good to see you here. Hackwait's good to see you. Titan Chaos by the 9. Got some fancy hair. It's not really that fancy. It's just slightly like combed over here a little bit. That's it. Recovered from getting that god box of Pokemon. You mean the Team Rocket one? It was a pretty good box, to be fair. Glad to hear Miles is doing better. Miles isn't like he's in flying form. He's 100% back to himself, and it's so nice to see. Like it's just it's night and day. Like the way he was to the way he is now, it's just a totally different baby. He's just so cute now. He's so freaking back to himself. I love it. And I'm almost there. Not 100%. Like I tried eating some food, not going down. I mean, it's going down, but it's having an effect on my inside still a little bit. And so I'm just eating really lightly today, and hopefully I'll be 100% tomorrow. And then tomorrow we have a sponsored stream with Doom: The Dark Ages, which I'm very, very excited to play. So we're going to do one stream of that tomorrow as well, so it should be good. We get 2 days early access, which is nice. Big shout outs to Bethesda for that. Yeah, pretty bad. Miles had it pretty bad. It's going to be a fun stream. I look forward to actually playing that game, dude. I need to remind myself to download it. I have the code now. I must download it and have it ready. Oh, Doom, the guy from Fortnite. Yeah. I feel like every main character from every video game is in Fortnite, or can be considered the Fortnite guy. Yeah, Doom is out very soon now. Yeah, no, I said I would, and I'm sticking to it. I'm going to play Expedition 33 until I finish it. I really want to, and then once that's done, I might go back to Xenoblade Chronicles X, so I can finish that too. It's just that Expedition 33 is just something that's always been on my radar since they first revealed it. I knew straight away that was going to be the game for me. So, hope you're having a wonderful day. Same to you, Vladimir. I want to try it, but too busy with Oblivion. I feel that. I've been playing Oblivion on my down days. I haven't been doing any main quests or anything like that because I'm like, oh, I'll do a stream on the main quests. I will. And I just haven't had the time to fit in Oblivion at all. I really want to continue playing it on the channel. It's such a good game, like. Yeah, same. Did you get your Switch 2? Your Switch to D? What? I have my Switch 2 pre-ordered already. Like, isn't it out like really soon? It's out like next month, right? I feel like nobody's talking about the Switch 2 right now. It's crazy. Like, none of my social media has anything to do with Switch 2 anymore. And it was like so relevant when it was first released or first announced. Now it's like, it's nowhere to be seen on my social media. It's weird. Oh yeah, I forgot it was going to be coming out in June. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Farscaper. Appreciate it. I think the hype lost steam with the price and the US pre-order delays. I don't think the hype is necessarily gone. I think people are still very excited about it. I think Nintendo are being very quiet with their marketing. I feel there's a couple of things that they've uploaded, I believe, onto their YouTube channel, but there hasn't been any like major like updates or anything like that since the big Nintendo Direct. So I will definitely do like an unboxing video of the Switch 2 when it comes. Crimsonator, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate you. Wonderful face. Thank you, Crimsonator. Appreciate you. Emmers with the tier 1. Thank you for the 43 months of support with a 4-month streak. That's insane. 43rd anniversary. That's so awesome. Thank you. All I keep hearing is people unhappy with the virtual card update. Honestly, I don't even care. Like, I really don't. I feel like when it comes to certain games and titles, like, compromises have to be made. People just want everything to be perfect, and it's never going to be that way. And business is business. Money has to be made. Corners have to be cut sometimes, and that's just the way it is. You know, I'm just happy that these games are coming out for the Switch 2 with upgraded visuals, upgraded frame rates. Like, that makes me happy. You know, obviously prices and stuff is not great, especially for people that can't afford it or whatever. Or look, that's like the Switch 1 is still there and it's still a relevant console, and if kids want to play Switch games, they still can. You know what I mean? Like, parents don't need to give out because, oh, what if my kid wants the new Switch? You be a parent, you say you don't need a fucking new Switch, you little shit, right? You have a perfectly fine Switch at home. I can get you the new games on that. You know what I mean? I feel like Switch 2 is definitely more suited to a more mature audience like myself, people that have been enthusiasts of Nintendo brand for a while, you know, like people that have money to spend for themselves, you know. I think it's up to the parent whether or not they want to buy their kid an expensive Switch. So, like, it's the same as when a kid wants a PS5 for Christmas. Do you really want to buy your kid a PS5 for Christmas? You know what I mean? You know, it's up to you to make those decisions. Wait, implying that adults should be adults? Come now. That'd be too easy. That's alright, Crimsonator. I understand. I know you guys want to play those games too, and you don't want to jump into the streams for that reason. I understand. The new Switch is for me, and the new Switch is for me too. I think it's a premium product that suits me as a fan of the Switch device, and I look forward to playing games that I've played before, higher resolution, higher frame rates, an overall better experience. That's all I'm looking forward to. You know? Also, hi Cass, nice to see you here, dude. I think the rest of the mods are busy. I think it'd be fun to have Mario Kart World Group plays. That would be actually pretty fun. Yeah, I agree. I watched your Breath of the Wild streams during the pandemic. They made me happy. I'm glad they did. And speaking of Switch 2, we are going to be revisiting Breath of the Wild again for our 5-year Breath of the Wild anniversary. Or should I say our 5-year PlayStation Guy plays Breath of the Wild for the first time anniversary. We're going to be doing Master Mode. We're going to play Master Mode for the first. I tried Master Mode once before on stream, part of a charity thing, but I never committed to it. But we're gonna do a full series, and I wanted just to have the same vibe, the same atmosphere, and the same energy and love that the first series got. This is essentially the true sequel to our Breath of the Wild series, in my opinion. You could react to your first reaction of your first playthrough. That would be interesting. Maybe. I tried Master Mode once, made it to the first bokoblin and just died a lot. And like, what makes Master Mode so difficult? Anyway, I can't remember. I think the enemies hit harder and you lose health quicker, and weapons probably break quicker, which would suck because they break pretty fast as it is. It would be amazing if we could play Mario Kart World together during streams. That'd be cool. That's gonna be great. Look forward to it. A reaction to a reaction? Inception? Reactception? I can't wait for you to finally marry Cass. Yeah. I thought that would happen in Tears of the Kingdom, but they never put him in it. I think that's one of my biggest gripes about Tears of the Kingdom, man. No Cass music in the distance. How dare they? How dare they remove such an iconic character? Master Mode equals enemies recover health. Oh shit. Okay, that's... Oof. Even bosses? Oof. You made a funniest moments video of Breath of the Wild? I think I did. I think. The people are angry with Nintendo because the recent virtual game card update breaks save state store on external SD cards. Mine too. Oh, I didn't know that. How did they do that? How did they fumble that one? Interesting. There's Lincoln Hood. I knew I could smell ya. I still feel called out when referring to the burb. And they give Cass some minor side plot where he abandoned his family to have an adventures. His wife Amalia remains in the mountains in quiet grief while their children take an adult roles in the village. Cass adventures alone. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I saw a bunch of Tears of the Kingdom playthroughs and like 90% didn't know you can use gems as weapons. You can literally use anything as weapons in that game. Isn't that what makes it so unique? You're playing Super Mario Jamboree? That's cool. Apologies if it's been covered already, but is Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition live streams on hiatus? Not really, no. It's just Expedition 33 has come out. And I'm trying to figure out how we play that, do a series on that, and cover sponsored streams whenever they're there, and play Xenoblade Chronicles X, you know what I mean? It's not really on hiatus, but it's also on the bench at the moment until I can come back to it. Gotta watch some ice hockey now. Ooh, I wish you could watch ice hockey here. Well, I think we can, but we have to pay for it, and I'm not paying for any more subscriptions because I already pay for a ridiculous amount that I'm not proud of. Yeah, that's fair, Hackway. Also, D, did you know the easiest way to lose weight is to wear bread on your head? Yeah, it's a low-fat diet. Emmers, for feck's sake. Oh, Lincoln said, I fell off my bike and I had my PS5 in its carry case. Thankfully, it was only the panels that fell off. The console itself is fine. Phew. Holy shit, why did you have your PS5? Oh, you're transporting it, probably. Link's Kika, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, you sweetheart. Thank you. Appreciate that. Expedition 33 is on Game Pass. I believe it is, yes. I believe it is. How was your day, D? It's been alright. It's been as productive as I could make it with the energy that I had. You need to smile, so I appreciate it. He was trying to make it a PlayStation portable. Oh no. That's sick. Ah, is this the kind of energy we're bringing today, Chai, is it? Good God. Mr. Star Tipper, congratulations. Thank you very much for that. Just a cut on my arm, nothing bad. Well, that's good. Jokes. Bring on the jokes. Hey, I'm a 1-year-old dad. Gotta keep my wit sharpened. That's fair. That's fair. My little lad now is nearly 2. Would you believe? Would you believe? I don't know where the time is going, man. So far, Farscaper, she has, but I just think it's inevitable that she's gonna get it. I hope she doesn't. I hope she bypasses it somehow. But I think, you know, it's only a matter of time, you know what I mean? It has almost been 2 years. My daughter turned 8 today. Oh, happy birthday. Happy bird day? Well, we were talking about Cass. Happy birthday, your daughter. I feel old. Nah. Now mommies have super immune systems. I do feel like mothers do have better immune systems than fathers. I feel like whatever he gets, I catches. You know? This is like, he has a cold. I'm like, oh, great. I'm going to get this. And I get it. I knew I was going to get this bug. Time flies since the pandemic. Yeah, does anybody else feel that too? Like I completely relate to that topic. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not like, it's not, I don't want to get into like conspiracies or anything like that, but ever since the pandemic, dude, life has been such a blur. It's been like, I feel like it's just sped up. It's like insane to me how much time has passed. It feels like 5 years feels like 2 years. Does anybody else feel like that? Like the pandemic happened 5 years ago. What? It feels like 2 years ago. I hate it, dude. I actually hate it. Like, I hate it. It actually kind of freaks me out. Yeah, I don't like it, dude. I actually don't like it. I feel like, how would you describe it? Like, there's like, it's the same with like video game releases and stuff. There's so many games coming out so fast that I can't keep up anymore. Like, even just to talk about them or react to trailers to them. Like, there's so much stuff coming out and I'm like, oh my god, it's just stopped releasing so much stuff. And then you realize it's been like 2 or 3 years of games coming out, but it feels like a year of games coming out. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, oh, there's this game now. Oh, no, this game has a sequel, and this game has a prequel, and this has got a remake and a remaster, and it's like I'm constantly playing catch up with everything, dude. I don't have time. And then becoming a dad has just turned that notch even more, you know? It's crazy, man, how much time is gone and how fast it's gone. It's freaking me out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Gramps, thank you for the tier 1, dude. I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm 52. Feels bittersweet to watch the stream. I lost my soul dog last week, and her and I used to watch all the Zelda streams together. I miss her so much. Aw, Mary Jane. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sure she was very sweet. It's so weird being the same age as old people. But I actually see myself doing things that I would consider like boomer behavior as well, you know what I mean? Like, the typical millennial thing to say nowadays is like, oh, that generation drives me mad. Oh, it's that generation, I'm telling you, they're all the same. It's like, bro, how old are you? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, why do we do that? You know, you can't blame a whole generation either, you know what I mean? But I'm sure my fellow millennials can relate to that. You know, it's just, you hear something about somebody that's like 5-6 years younger than you, maybe 10, and you're like, oh, it's the generation, I tell you, none of them want to work. They just want easy money. And like, as general as that kind of way of thinking is, it's kind of true as well. Like, there is a certain age group and a generation that are very similar to each other, that you can't help but paint them under the same brush, you know what I mean? So I'm telling you, it's that generation. That generation, and if this is our future, we're fucked. Kids these days, yeah, that's how it was said before, but now it's like, it's that generation, I'm telling you. Yeah, I'd like that, Cass. I'd like that. Penguin 252 with a 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Penguin. The sad thing is, inflation is prevalent and people get laid off for no reason, so no one wants to stick with a job because they may not be there next month receiving a paycheck. I'm not too sure if I agree with that statement, like, completely. I understand, like, when it comes to inflation, there is layoffs and stuff, but it doesn't mean, oh, I'm going to quit now before I get sacked. Like, if you really want money, you can stay working until you do get sacked. You know what I mean? And then if you get sacked, you find another job. Like, you get a lot of younger people that I hear saying, oh, there's no jobs. Yeah, there is. You see, there is. You're just being picky and choosy. You don't want to work in McDonald's. You don't want to work in a supermarket. That's the reason why you can't get a job, because you are too particular of where you want to work and what you get from it. It's like, oh, that job doesn't pay enough, or this job is too difficult, or there's too many hours in this job, or I don't want to work there because I don't like fast food. Like, that's the reason you don't have a job. That's the reason why you're struggling, is because you're not actually going out there to get one. It's always like, it's not hard to get a job. It's not. It's really, really not. People that complain like, oh, I can't get a job, there's no jobs. Yeah, there is. There is always a job. There's a job for everyone. My nephew, 16-year-old, he doesn't want to work in the supermarket because he wants to be a doctor. Oh, that's funny. I feel like as we get older, we think more throughout the day because we have new responsibilities and stuff, and we plan ahead while thinking about 20 other things at once. That's why time flies. When we were younger, there weren't as many things to worry about, in a sense, more so just things we wanted to do at the time. Yeah, that's probably one of the realest comments I've read in a while, and that makes a lot of sense. And to be quite honest, I agree with that statement a lot. I do think the older we get and the more responsibilities we have, the more we have to schedule our lives around those responsibilities. Before we know it, our whole days are filled with things that we know we need to do, and by the time it comes to the end of the day, it doesn't feel like you've had a full day because there's been so much stuff going on. But when you're younger, you're just looking forward to getting home to play your favorite video game, or going home to go outside and play with your friends. And or meet up with your friends and go watch a movie. Like, it was literally one or two things that you were looking forward to throughout the day that made you feel like those days were long. But now it's like, as an adult or as an older person, like, you are constantly thinking about all the things that needs to be done because you have those responsibilities that you need to look after, that your day just flies. So I totally agree with that. But still, I do think some weird shit is going on after the pandemic. I feel like time is sped up somehow. I don't know how, but it has. Even if I do agree with that sentiment. Bro, I don't even get the job at McDonald's. They said they got too many employees. Well, try a different McDonald's. A lot of dollies over here just want free money. That's another thing that really drives me mad, because I have a couple of friends that are much younger than me. Like, we're talking like 7, 8 to 10 years younger than me. And they're always like trying to figure out the quick cash method. Like, trying to find ways of making money fast. They don't want to earn a title. They want to go straight for it. Like, I know somebody that doesn't want to work in a supermarket but wants to be the manager of a supermarket. You know what I mean? Or I know somebody that wants to do YouTube but only wants to do it if they get viral videos. You know what I mean? It's like, there's no shortcuts to hard work and success. There's not. You just have to put the work in. You put the work in. Like, no such thing as free money. You know? It's like, what's wrong with you? It's like, oh, I don't want to work 5 days a week. I want to work 3, but still get paid for 5. Shut the fuck up. That's not how the world works, bitch. We all had to work 5-6 days a week, every week, to make some sort of money. I don't know where this... I just feel like social media is the big problem, you know? Social media is the culprit. Because so many younger people these days see rich young people online are like, oh, I want to be rich like them. They drive Lamborghinis. That's what I want to do. I want to drive Lamborghinis. All I got to do is like go live and I get a Lamborghini. No, that's not how it works. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. I've been doing this shit damn for 10 years. I don't have a Lamborghini. I don't fucking want one, but still, do you know what I mean? It's like, shut up. Please. This false perspective on what it means to make a living. Oh my god, so annoying. Ah, god, it's just brain rot. It's just pure brain rot. What bothers me is that people are just so impatient now. Respectless and impatient. It drives me insane. Everything has to happen now, today, not tomorrow. And I'm like, chill. That's exactly what I'm trying to say to you. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, how much, like, the first thing they want to know is how much money. Like, shut up. Like, you need to earn your money. That's the whole point of working a job. You earn it. You don't just show up and get paid. That's not how it works. I feel like a lot of people nowadays, they think that's how it works. It's not how it works. And I don't know who to blame. You know what I mean? Like, do you blame the generation, or do you blame the generation that raised that generation? You know what I mean? That's the one thing I'm worried about. Like, what happened? You know? What happened? What made parents decide to baby their kids until they were 18 years of age, to the point where they have literally no independence and don't know how to do anything for themselves? That's the main issue here. Like, I will make sure that Miles knows how to do everything for himself before he's 16. He will have independence drilled into him. He will not have a choice. I will not do everything for him. He will learn how to do things himself. You know? That's it. No bullshit. I've already started. I'm trying to teach him how to clean up after his toys, and he's not even 2 yet. You know what I mean? Because you're going to be given life skills. Do you know what I mean? Independence is super important in life. If you don't have that by the time you're 18, you're fucked. Mommy and daddy are not going to be there for a while. They're not going to be there forever. You know what I mean? If you can't wash your own clothes, Yes, there's a problem. If you can't cook your own food, there's a problem. I don't understand. I don't understand, man. I don't get it. It feels horrible to be a post-pandemic adult because the pandemic fucked up my last school years and now I'm kind of lost. I feel for people like you and anybody that's been in that position. I genuinely, when it was happening, when the pandemic hit and a lot of younger students were affected by it, their education, exams, all that stuff was affected by it. They didn't have the proper educational experience over that period of time, which really like had took a toll on the whole learning experience. I can only imagine how it feels like now when you're like finished school after that whole ordeal. But look, again, it's up to the parents to make the right choices for you, and I hope they were there for you for that difficult time, because I know if that happened to my son, I would try find a solution to make it feel as normal as possible, because it was a very abnormal time to be alive, and I could only imagine what it was like for young people as well. It must have been really tough, especially for the social aspect of it as well. Like being young, you want to socialize, you want to mingle, you want to make friends, you can have experiences with people, all that stuff. But the pandemic took that away from a lot of people, and I really do feel sorry for them. And it could have messed up a lot of young people as well. But it's up to the parents. Again, it is up to the parents. I don't want to be pointing the finger at all the parents all the time, but from one parent to another, it is up to you to make sure your kid gets the right treatment they deserve. That sucks, Vladimir. Dude, that's such rotten luck. I agree with the patience. It is so easy to try to keep up with these people. So many streamers and YouTubers, for instance, I see apologizing when they think they are too slow or too boring. No, just be you. That is enough. See, the problem is here, like when it comes to content creation, and I've dealt with it myself because I try keeping it as real as possible. Like I try not putting too much emphasis on editing and stuff like that, because one, it's a lot of work, because it is, especially if you're trying to do it yourself, and two, it takes away from the natural part of it. You know what I mean? Like when I try to portray myself on camera, I'm trying to be as real as possible, but also be the entertaining DB geek that I can be as well on camera. And it can be difficult when you're a content creator and that stuff doesn't work, or it doesn't stick for a certain demographic, also known as younger people, because their attention spans have diminished into nothingness because of short form content like TikTok and YouTube shorts and Instagram shorts and all that stuff. Like people literally can't pay attention for more than 10 seconds at a time, and it's really concerning. It really is, and it worries me for the future and how adults are going to be in 20 years time. I can't fathom it, and especially the introduction of ChatGPT as well. I think that stuff is terrifying. People are literally asking AI for the answers for everything. It could be the dumbest question and people are still going to AI to ask for the answer because they're too dumb or too lazy to think for themselves. Our brains are going to stop developing to a certain point because we're going to ask AI to do everything for us and think for us. Like the brain is a muscle and you're meant to use it. You're meant to work it out like every other muscle for it to operate. And in like 20 years time, I'm scared, bro. I'm genuinely scared. That's why when it comes to content creation, if you're not producing brain rot, fast-paced Tourette's content, people don't want to watch it, or a certain demographic of people won't want to watch it because it's not hitting the dopamine. You know what I mean? And that's why it's harder for likes of me to gain success in what I do and to continue to do it, because they're just like, my content isn't for that demographic. It just isn't. Like, if you look at my analytics, like, it's very low in terms of like the 12 to 18 range. It's very low. Like, it's just not there. Even like the 20s to 26 range, it's still very low. You know, most of my demographics is like in the 30s, 40s range, which is great, because that's like in my age group and my what I can relate to a lot more, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it's just really scary. It's genuinely terrifying. I can understand AI can be used as a tool to help improve certain things, but to actually use it every day for the most basic things, which people do, like, you go on Twitter, there's people literally asking AI for everything. Like, they won't bother looking up this shit on Google themselves, even though that was the first way of slowing our brains down, is asking Google for everything. That's kind of where my generation stemmed into being lazy. It's like, oh, I'll just Google it, you know? But now it's like, oh, I'll just ask ChatGPT. They'll not just give me the answer, but give me a whole fucking breakdown analysis of the history of the answer that I'm asking, or the question I'm asking. You know what I mean? It's just scary, man. It's just freaking scary, dude. That's why in my video today, like, I would like to do this for another 10 years, but I don't know if even that's a possibility for me, you know? I watch you, D, because you are you. I appreciate that, Penguin, very much so. Vine is what started the 6-second attention span trend. It did. Thank you. My company wants us to start using ChatGPT for projects, and I'm just like, what? But here's the thing, like, businesses and companies are seeing the benefits of using ChatGPT because it does a lot of the heavy lifting for them. And it's like, oh, it speeds up the process, and it means the quicker we can produce things, the more quicker we can make money. And that's another problem as well, is that businesses are introducing ChatGPT too. Like, we're literally going to let AI do everything for us. Everything. Like, it's only a matter of time before there's the very first AI generated movie, and it's going to sell out. People are going to watch it. I guarantee you that shit will sell out. And then once these companies in these film industries see that AI can do all the work, they don't even need to hire actors anymore. And then what? They don't even need to hire songwriters anymore, or writers in general. Then what? Like, and then video games as well. We already know AI is being implemented into video game development. Bro, like, there is going to be literally nothing left for any of us to do. It's horrible. Yeah, Wall-E. That came to my mind too. Great movie, by the way. Great movie. Oh, gee, yes. I relate to that one. There was one email I didn't know how to handle at work recently, so I asked for help. They just told me to ask ChatGPT. I'm 27. And I was like, I never used that. How does that work? Is that ethical in work environment? I mean, is it? You know what I mean? I understand. Like I said, ChatGPT is cool as a tool. You know, I used it once or twice to help me reword something that I've already typed out. That's what I try do. Anyway, I try, like, if I'm doing a sponsored segment for a video, for instance, I will type out the script myself. And if I think it needs a little bit of professionalism, I'll ask ChatGPT, can you spice this up a little bit? Make it sound a little bit more professional and a little bit more quirky and funny, and add a joke in here or there, and I'll review it, and then I'll go over it again and see what makes it more natural, that fits more like me. I understand it for that purpose. I understand why ChatGPT is useful. People will literally ask ChatGPT to make videos for them, and that's the thing. It's already been done. If you look at TikToks and some of the videos on there and YouTube Shorts, and you have like AI generated voices, AI generated videos, you have AI generated script and captions. It's like this whole video is AI generated and it's got 500,000 views. And there's somebody in the background that's just counting his money. Like, yeah, hell yeah. All I had to do was type something, ask ChatGPT to make a video for me, and I uploaded it to the internet, and loads of people liked it, and I got paid for it. You know, there's no rules, there's no guidelines for AI either. Like, this thing should not have been released to the public without certain barriers and guidelines to follow. It was like, oh, here, have this. AI will do everything for you now. Shit, we're screwed. How many times have you seen a movie where AI and robot take over the world? I don't think we're far from that happening. I mean, it's getting closer and closer with each day. And it's scary as a parent. Like, I'm genuinely scared for my kid's future. I am, because if it's this bad now, by the time he's in school, how bad is it going to be? You know, that's what scares me, man. It scares the shit out of me. Hey D, it's been hard to catch your streams, but I wanted to thank you for your little gift to those who helped with the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 VOD timestamps. It was really kind of you to even consider something like that. It was much appreciated. Sending all those great vibes to you and your family. Just keep being yourself, because that's what we all love about this channel. You. Aw, Ice Block. Thank you. And I'm glad you deserved it. You've been helping out with the timestamps, and it was a huge bonus for those videos and those VODs on YouTube. Like, it helped them perform really well. It was the least I could do. So I'm glad you got something nice from the merch store. Chris Watts, thank you for the tier 1, Chris. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you. I'm honestly terrified of Nintendo. They are acting like a Yakuza organization now. Yeah. They have been for a while though, haven't they? The thing with AI is that it doesn't verify, and it's hard to know where the information is from. Yeah, because AI is very good at rewording it. That's the thing. They don't reference where they got the information from. They just reword it to make it sound like it came straight from them. But AI is just a bank, really, of information that's already obtained on the internet. And it just pulls it from the internet. That's what AI is. What is your thoughts, or what is your opinion on the game price increase? Look, I don't like it like everybody else. I'm not happy with it. I think it's bullshit. I don't think it should have ever been an increase in price. But it's just it's the era we live in terms of video games. It's inevitable. If it wasn't going to happen now, it was going to happen in 5 years, you know. And I don't ever want it to go up, but it did, and that's just the way it is. I'm not going to like make 17 videos ranting about a price of games going up, because it is what it is. I'm in a position where I can buy the games that I want because I can play them on stream here. If I was like a normal person, I am a normal person, I swear, but if I wasn't a streamer or a content creator, I don't know why I said it like that, and I wasn't like in a position where I could get sent free things, or I make my revenue from playing games, and I was solely dependent on my day job or whatever, and the prices went up, I would have a lot more of a strong opinion on it. Of course, I'd be right there with everybody else, screaming into the void that is Nintendo, demanding to cut the prices down, and it's never going to happen, you know. But I'm not one of those people. But I've seen lots of people on, like, content creators, YouTubers, streamers, you name it, all getting these clickbaity titled videos saying, "Oh, curse you, Nintendo! Nintendo will burn for this," and it's like, shut the fuck up! You're making money off this video, bitch. This video alone is gonna pay for those games. Stop lying, you cunt. You know. But that's just the thing. The people that are spreading this hate are the people that are making money off the hate. I don't know why people can't see that. Like, if you're clicking these videos because you want fuel for your anger, you're not fueling your anger. You're fueling their pockets with money. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing with these YouTubers and these Nintendo tubers or whatever. You know, these news channels that are ranting and trying to give Nintendo a bad name. The same people that will spend money on Nintendo products. You know what I mean? Like, bro, stop. Just stop. Whenever I see some impressive looking artwork, I'm always scrupulously examining it for flaws that show it to be AI generated, and I hate that it's an instinctive thing now. Yeah, it's horrible because it's so hard to differentiate AI from real art now. Like, it's getting more and more difficult. I think even like the fingers thing is no longer a thing. Like, remember with the fingers was the obvious AI, but now it's like, now the fingers are perfect. I found you during the pandemic watching your YouTube Breath of the Wild VOD series. I have enjoyed your entire journey back to Nintendo. I started on Twitch because of you. I've stuck around all these years because you're entertaining and genuine, and because both my mother and my wife melt for an Irish brogue. Oh, I appreciate that. I do appreciate it. I'm glad you've been around for so long. Can you believe it's like 5 years since then? I can't. I really can't. All our US viewers right now are just happy you're cursing the hell out of the hypocrite rage bait creators. But there's so many, dude. And it's even on Twitter. It's just like, oh, here's my pitchfork and torch. I'm just like the regular consumer. Arrgh, well, please interact with my post on Twitter so I can make money. Like, I don't know how people don't actually see that, you know? I get it when people want to watch something to make them feel good about their emotions and feel validated for having certain emotions, but you're just giving people money for clicking and watching these videos. These people making these videos are not being affected by the price hikes. They're not. Most of these people can have these video games as tax write-offs if they wanted to. You know? Like, they're literally just using this particular viral news as bait, and it's working. God, it's working. Oh fuck. I like that you're a true gamer and not simping for one company or another. I never have. Maybe when I wasn't a streamer, I was a PlayStation guy. I was one of those typical Sony fanboys. Like, nothing else mattered to me. PlayStation is the best. It's superior. PlayStation is God. You know, I was like that. I'm not gonna say I wasn't, because I just didn't have an interest in any other console at the time, and I was just so like narrow-minded when it came to games, because the games I only cared about were on PlayStation. There was no need for me to have any other console. But now that when I started streaming and stuff, I opened my mind up to a lot more platforms to play on and try different games and revisit Nintendo. Best decision I ever made, because it made me realize what I've missed out on Nintendo. Because Nintendo was my very first platform. It was the Game Boy. It was the original gray block Game Boy. Still remember, I loved that thing to death, dude. I was inseparable to that thing. I brought it everywhere with me because I was a super socially awkward child, and I'm a socially awkward adult as well, but I really was a very insecure, timid child, and my Game Boy was my escape, and I brought that everywhere, and I always had like a big bag of batteries that I'd swap out now and again in case the battery died. But that thing went everywhere with me, and it was so special to me, and it'll always be a special console to me, you know. And then obviously I had a Game Boy Color and I had an NES, and I loved those consoles to that too. But then Sega came out and I was like, ooh, new console that's not Nintendo, what's this? And Sonic the Hedgehog I was introduced to, and I was like, holy shit, Sonic is way cooler than Mario, he goes way faster, I like Sonic and he spins and shit. So I was like roped into Sega for ages. And then PlayStation came out with this console that done 3D stuff, and I'm like, what? This looks real life. These graphics look like movies. They were just squares and triangles, but still, back then, that's what you seen as a kid, because you had bigger imagination back then. So things just looked so much more realistic, even though they weren't. But you know what I mean? Like, I fell in love with it. And like Final Fantasy VII as well. Like, that was the game that I spent so many hours playing. I think my first playthrough, I spent like hundreds of hours, because most of the time I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing most of the time. I was just leveling up and fighting bosses and enemies. And yeah, like PlayStation was my go-to. It was my goat then, and it was until I was an adult. And then I fell off the gaming for years. Like I actually stopped gaming for a long time. Like when I started working, and I was also really into skateboarding, I was like super into it. I wanted to go pro and everything. Like I really wanted to be a professional skateboarder. I lacked the skills to be a professional skateboarder. I was probably good enough to be considered an amateur skateboarder, but that was it. Obviously that dream fell true, because over here in Ireland it was very difficult to be seen in the skateboarding scene, because you weren't around areas where there was always skaters. It was very lackluster over here, so it just wasn't going to be a possibility for me as much as I wanted it to be. And then I started working for a while, and then eventually some time opened up, because I think I left my job to do like a college course or something, and I completed the college course, and I was lost for a while. And then I got the job that I used to do back, and I'd done that for a while, and then I just decided to do YouTube randomly. One day just decided to upload a video. And that video was me unboxing a cosplay I bought off eBay. That was a Ninjetti White Ranger cosplay that I really loved. I thought it was such a cool cosplay. I spent my entire paycheck on it, but I didn't care, because I was a huge fan of Power Rangers, and I wanted to dress up as my favorite Power Ranger of all time, Jason David Frank. Rest in peace. You will always be missed. And I had the privilege of meeting him as well. But I wanted to dress up as my favorite Power Ranger, and that's what I did. And I wanted to unbox it, and it's super cringe video. It's all sideways and shit. I didn't know how to film, let alone talk on the camera. I think I called myself B-Man 989 or some shit like that. I don't know. Its words just came out. And yeah, ever since then I just liked uploading videos and just talking about whatever I liked talking about, you know. And then I kind of like transitioned to like different types of reactions, and then I found some success in doing like Bollywood reactions to movies, because it was randomly requested one time in a video that I done. I was like, okay, sure, yeah, I'll react to that. And I reacted to it, and it got like loads of views. I was like, what the fuck? And then because of those views, it got loads of comments saying, now react to this movie trailer, which is like another Bollywood Indian movie flick. I ended up falling down a fucking hole of Bollywood reactions on my channel. I don't know if you've seen that, but there's a whole few months of me doing. I got a substantial amount of growth from it and views, but I wasn't like. I got to a point where I was like, am I a Bollywood reaction channel now? What happened? But these things can happen, dude. You fall into the hole of views and subs. It's so easy to fall into that content creating hole. And I did for like Indian Bollywood stuff. I was like, how do I get out of this? I don't want to do this all the time. You know? Which is like, I liked what I was reacting to. It was cool. I never watched any of the movies though. Just watched all the trailers. And then I said, okay, how do I get out of this? I must try something new. And I knew Ruby was super popular at the time, and I was genuinely curious about it because people talked about it. I was like, you know, I'll watch the Ruby Red trailer and see how that goes. You know, And then that was it. That was the transition I needed to get into the right area of content creating that I know I could be excited about and I know I can passionately talk about, was that pop culture side. And Ruby was kind of what introduced my channel to a lot of people. And it made me very happy because I got to see people that actually liked stuff that I liked. And then it kind of transitioned from Ruby to anime. And that was cool because I really liked anime, and there was a lot of anime that I wanted to catch up on. And there was loads of cool anime coming out. I said, you know what? I'll do an anime reaction channel because I like anime and I'll be happy to talk about this stuff, you know? And that's what I did. I talked about anime. I live reacted to anime shows. Got hit with a ton of copyright, ended up falling down a hole of copyright strikes, nearly lost my channel on multiple occasions because Japanese copyright law is very different to US and European copyright laws. And I was learning a lot from the copyright system on YouTube, plus the copyright system on YouTube was broken and still is. But there was a lot, and I was like, man, I can't keep doing anime reactions forever because I'm going to like kill my channel. So I had to think, what am I going to do? And I always wanted to do video games because I started off with video games. That was the whole idea, was to be a Let's Player, really. I was like, how do I go back to video games? And I said, you know what I'll do? This is what I'll do. I'll react to video game stuff. We'll go from reacting to reacting, but we'll switch it from anime to video game related that sort of touches the end of anime in a sense, sort of, kind of. So I went into like League of Legends stuff. Because I knew nothing about League of Legends. Had no clue, but I heard it was really popular. And I said, you know what, I'll try that. See what that's like. Massive success. Huge. Ginormous success. It was crazy. Could not believe the amount of success those videos were getting. I was like, what happened? What's going on? I was like, holy shit. Have I done it? Have I managed to pivot from Bollywood to anime to video games ish? I wasn't quite there yet because I haven't done a Let's Play yet, but I done other stuff as well. I done Overwatch, and then I done my first ever Let's Play of Overwatch video, done insane, over 100,000 views. My most successful Let's Play video of all time, and I just done one video. It's like, holy crap, what is going on? Eventually I started doing Let's Plays and I started getting success from it, and I was like, holy crap, dude, what am I doing? There's so many stuff that I want to try out. There's so much stuff that I've missed out on. And I was like, Halo is a good one. Never played Halo. Hated on Halo before because I was a PlayStation guy. But I'm more open-minded now. Do you know what I'll do? I'll try play Halo. That's what I'll do. Actually, before that, I'll try establish an audience first and react to every Halo trailer. That's what I did. I reacted to every Halo trailer back in 2019 or something like that. It was a while ago, and I got a ton of views, a ton of interactions. Loads of people loved it. They liked my reactions to it. They really wanted me to play the games. They said, you know what, this is it now. I'm going to do a Let's Play of every Halo game. And I did, and that is when my channel finally became the channel I wanted it to be. A Let's Play channel about games that I never played before, that I'm playing for the first time, and I get to share my reactions and my experiences with everybody that's watching those videos. And that's how it happened. And then eventually, after Halo was all said and done, I done Gears of War, huge success from that as well. And then boom! Nintendo. I said, now's the time for me to go back to my roots. Now's the time to go back to where I started gaming in the first place. And that was with Nintendo. I knew that was where I needed to go back to fully appreciate why I love video games to begin with. And that's what I did. I firstly went into Smash Bros. Ultimate because I heard nothing but great things about that game, and I never played the Smash Bros. Games before in my life. So I wanted to do that. First stream I did, over 3,500 viewers. It was insane. One of my biggest streams I've ever done ever in my life. It was absolutely bonkers. Insanity. And I was like, holy crap, dude, what is going on? My channel was starting to peak then because it was like pandemic era at this point. It was, everybody was at home. People were looking for entertainment. My channel happened to be graced by the algorithm finally. And that's when the channel blew up. It blew up over the pandemic, and then I said, you know what? I want something chill. I want something that looks fun. I want to go on an adventure. And the next big thing after what I was told after Smash Bros. Was the game to get on the Nintendo Switch was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And that was the game where I didn't think I was going to do a full playthrough on. Honestly, I didn't think I would. Done the first stream. I think the first stream peaked at like 300 and something viewers, maybe 400 and something viewers. I was like, okay, that was a decent amount of viewers for the first stream. Cool. I didn't do like a react to every Zelda trailer like I did with the Halo one, so I didn't establish an audience quite yet. But then I uploaded the first video to YouTube. The first day, I even remember complaining that the video was tanked by YouTube because it wasn't getting that many views. But then 2 days passed, and it was at like 10k. And then a week passed, and it was like 50k. And then I went to do my second stream, and that's when we peaked at like 2,000 viewers, something like that, or 1,700. It was a lot more people. I was like, what happened? What happened? And then all of you wonderful people showed up and have been here since. You know? Just, it was pure magic. It really was. It was one of the greatest things to ever see as a creator. It was astonishing, almost unbelievable to see it. And my channel just skyrocketed then, and there was just so many new people, and just the best thing about it was so many amazing people, so many chill people, so many awesome people, so many people that I could relate to. It was just so nice, man. It was so nice, and every stream was just so fun. It didn't matter what we were doing in the game. I never had a plan or objective in any of the streams. I just played it and see what happens, and that's what we did. We played it and we tried to see what happens, and we eventually got to the end. It took a while. Like, we done a lot of episodes because there was so much to do in that game, and there was so many of me getting distracted all the time because it was just that type of game, man. But it changed. Literally, that was the moment where it changed my life. It actually did. Like, I'm not even joking. It really did. It changed my life. It changed the course of the channel. It put the channel to where it needed to be, and now I feel like my channel is established as a proper Let's Play channel, and I think that's cool. And I have all of you to thank for it. So thank you for being there and tuning in to the first stream and the first video, or the second or third or 15th video. It didn't matter. You tuned in at the golden era of the YouTube channel. It'll always be considered the golden era for my YouTube channel. And I want to say thank you all for that, for making it the way it is. And the fact that you guys still tune in to this day to say hello, to show your support, really means a lot to me, you know. It really, really does. And I appreciate you all very, very much for doing so. Also, Ian's here. Hi, Ian. Ian, when you picking up that chair, man? I sold a chair to Ian, and he hasn't picked it up yet. Fuck's sake, Ian. When you not sick? Bro, I sold it to you like 2 weeks ago. More than that, 3 weeks ago. When you're not sick, fuck off with your excuses. I'm not crying, you are. I know. It's good happy tears. It's good happy tears. Listening to people's journeys are always so fascinating to me, as someone who is interested in everything and constantly moving from one thing to the next. Weird and funny where people end up. There's so many variables that can alter your journey, internal and external. Currently at my 7th college, and it is the end game for me. Who knows? But it's the current path that I'm on, and it's good for me right now. Well, that's the main thing. That is the main thing. Look, I'll break in to get it. Don't worry. Yeah, not now, dickhead. Your edits were pretty fucking epic. That's how I really got interested to download Twitch and Discord. The edits were the edits were fun. I'm picturing Ian popping up from under his desk. You know, I wouldn't actually put it past him. I really wouldn't. I love watching you experience the Zelda games because I love those games too. Yeah. We played them all. Like, we played all the major 3D games. We played them all. Not the 2D ones, but the 3D ones for sure. Yeah, I was having a lot of fun with it. And that's what I want to do with our Breath of the Wild playthrough sequel. With Master Mode. I would just want to do that again, you know? I'll show up like Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Finding you was a complete accident. I'm glad it happened. And my wife started watching you, and even my kids love certain genres of games you play. Thanks for everything, Dee. I appreciate it. Spirit Tracks. We don't talk about Spirit Tracks here. We don't talk about Spirit Tracks here. But out of curiosity, you know, with the insane journey that I've been on in terms of content creating, like, is there any other, like, kind of content that you want to see? Is there any other games that you want me to play? Like, I'm genuinely curious to see what you guys want to see. Like, right now I'm trying to focus on things that I really just want to play myself, but I do want to hear what you guys want me to play too. Trombone Champ, feck off. Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid is definitely on the list. Definitely. Kid, I want Shroud. Mom, we have Shroud at home. The Shroud at home. What the fuck? I don't look like Shroud. Stop saying that. For God's sake. Some chill game? Games you are interested in. Yeah, but I'm curious to see what games you think I should play that I might be. I've been waiting for new Ruby reactions for many years. You ain't gonna get any more Ruby reactions, bro. I am done with that show, bro. Stardew Valley. Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. I'd love to. I'd love to. Another's Crab Treasure. I heard it's a Souls game and it's probably really, really fun. Enslaved Odyssey. To the West, Hidden Gem. I heard that's very good. Isn't that very like Final Fantasy-esque game? Hollow Knight to prepare for Silksong. Silksong's never coming out. You need to get used to that, Sag Pasta. Copium. I want to do a Lies of P. I want to do a Lies of P replay. Because I probably suck at it now because I haven't played it in so long. Did you play Final Fantasy X? No. Soma is such a slept on game. Isn't that a scary game though? I can't think of any game right now. Jars of Wii? Huh? Oh. A jar of wee. You're playing GTA 6, right? Right. I don't really care for GTA 6, I'm not gonna lie. I think me like 15 years ago would have cared. Me now, not so much. GTA 6 or Elder Scrolls 6? Elder Scrolls 6 every day. Every day. Oh, awesome, Picton. I look forward to playing it. You're the spotlight for Spooky Month, maybe. Did you ever play Shadow of the Colossus? No. How about Blueprints? Never heard of it. Another Sonic game? Oh right, where's Sonic 06? Sonic 06 is just back there on the shelf. Never left. How much is the second Telltale Walking Dead game still on your radar? I don't think it is. I think after the first season I'm done. I don't want to relive that heartbreak again. That was too bad. I don't know what repo is, Mark. This is one of the greatest games ever made. Is it? Todd confirmed Elder Scrolls 6's development during the Oblivion. I know. That's the only time we... That's the second time we ever got a mention of Elder Scrolls 6. Your desk is shaking every time you make contact with your camera. Shut up. I know. Why are you stating the obvious, mods? Seriously. How old is that first reveal? I don't know, but I reacted to it. Reacts to it 6 years ago. Bro, 6 years ago. What the fuck? Holy shit. We gotta watch this. I actually think look, Todd, you beautiful son of a bitch. Nearly choked. I genuinely nearly choked. Oh, look at the piss ass quality. Bro, it's not even in 1080p, it's 720p.
No, no.
Is that loud enough for you? Hang on. I'll turn it up a bit for myself here. Right.
No, no. Alright, let's do this.
I really liked anime, okay? Leave me alone.
Oh, that's cool.
Blades is coming this fall for free.
Oh, who remembers Elder Scrolls Blades? I don't.
No way. That's awesome. It's about time, dude. A mobile Elder Scrolls game.
And you can
No, it's not. What was I thinking?
pre-order it tonight on both the
I want to go back and smack me.
Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Also, this week,
Doing it.
go to playblade.com
I didn't.
and register for early buy.
Oh, man. That's so awesome. Todd, I love you, bro.
I just want to thank you all again, all of our fans here, everybody watching online.
Bro, I'm making so much noise with my packet of crisps or whatever the fuck I'm eating, dude.
For all of your support over the years. It is so exciting to show you all the
Always been a hardcore fan of
year,
Bethesda, though. I
and
love
it
the
is
stuff they
an honor
do.
and a blessing. I'm
Ha,
here
that's
tonight.
true.
I want them to hear your appreciation for their work.
Woo! We love you, Todd. Todd. Yeah, dude.
This is before Todd lied to us about everything after this, by the way. So I was very much a Todd supporter. I may be a Todd supporter again after that Oblivion remaster, just so you know. Also, Todd doesn't age.
Man, I respect the hell out of Bethesda, and this conference was awesome. Fallout fucking 76, man. That's so hot.
Oh, God. And that's when my trust for Bethesda diminished. After the release of Fallout 76.
Right, dude. Cannot wait.
The best team and group of people I could ever hope for. Amazing. We also thought, since we're all here together tonight and it's so special, maybe we'd do something a little different too.
What?
And tell you what we have coming beyond this year in the future.
In the future, in the far distant future, in a galaxy far, far away, Todd.
Wait, what? Todd, what are you doing, Todd?
We have also been working on a brand new next generation single player game.
Oh, shit.
Were you actually working on it, though? This is what I'm wondering. Bethesda, were you actually working on it, or did you just say that to generate hype? Because, man, 6 years ago, bro. 7 years ago, nearly.
Shit, what? Todd?
But this one, we're excited to announce.
Look
Our
at
next
the frame rate is so bad on this video. Why did I upload this?
adventure.
Let's see what you got, bro. Awesome. I mean, what else can you deliver, bro? This conference was already amazing, dude.
Amazing, dude. Look at while I stuff my face. Isn't this Starfield?
What is this? Space? You're bringing
And thus the space genre was beginning.
space into this? Whoa. Starfield?
Why did I say it like that? Starfield.
Okay, dude. A space
Starfield
space
is a game that
exploration?
we have spent years. Something we feel uniquely positioned to pull off, and that we're incredibly excited about.
Todd, you done so well this year, bro.
We're also building toward the game after that.
What?
The game after
And
that.
it's the one you keep asking about.
What? What?
Here it comes.
What? Oh! Wait! What? No!
Where is that? Hammerfell?
No, I'm not. Oh my fucking god! What? Oh shit! Todd! Todd, you beautiful son of a bitch! Are you serious?
I love you.
Okay, actually.
Oh my fucking
I'm
God.
really done. I just want to thank you all for your time tonight.
Don't-
The time you've spent in our worlds. We'll see you out there.
Oh my god!
Round of applause, please.
Todd! What?
Another round of applause, please, for Todd Howard.
Oh my god! Elder Scrolls 6.
We only get him up
Wow.
here every 3 E3s.
That's it.
Boy, when you-
Bethesda wins. Woohoo!
Oh yeah. I used to do a whole thing like this with Monody as my outro music. Wow, that was good. That was good times. I can't believe that video was uploaded 6 years ago. It was actually uploaded on June 11th, so it's actually nearly 7 years ago since that reveal. That's crazy, man. That's actually insane. It taught him how a valuable lesson that day. Not roast, snack, and stream. I know you didn't die, but I was kind of concerned for a minute. I don't even know what I was eating. I was eating some sort of crisps. Death by crisps. Oh man. And we're still going to get GTA 6 before Elder Scrolls 6. Look, I honestly, as long as they're working on it and they're actually working on it and they're not lying, I feel like Todd has done a lot of lying over the years. And especially after the Elder Scrolls Oblivion remaster, I have high hopes. I really do. I have high hopes for Elder Scrolls 6. I don't want any super realistic Elder Scrolls game either. I want it to have the same charm and love and silliness that Elder Scrolls games have. I wanted to keep that. That's what makes those games so good. So if it still has that but looks really nice, plays really fun, and has some cool gameplay mechanics, I'm all for it. No, I'm not doing that, Torque. Baden Tobin's D reacts to oldies. Oldies, a good one. I want the silly glitches. That's what makes the games, though. That's what makes them so fun. Like Elder Scrolls Oblivion, back in the day, it had so many glitches. It was almost as if it felt like you had mods in the game. It felt like you had mods in the game that you could exploit yourself whenever you wanted to, and that's what made it so fun. You found these bugs, you found these glitches that benefited your gameplay. It was just great. They need to do more of that. Are there any 3D Mario games you haven't played yet? Wonderful 101 might also be an enjoyable stream. There is a lot of 3D Mario games I've never played. Yeah, oh my god, I had a whole ass kid before Elder Scrolls 6 came out. I had a kid before GTA 6. Played Mario Galaxy. Here's my experience with Mario Galaxy. My little brother Andy had Mario Galaxy. I bought it for him for his birthday. That's funny. I think I bought him Mario Galaxy and GTA 5 for his birthday. He was probably way too young for GTA 5 at the time. But I bought him those two games. I remember specifically. I think me and my sister went halves. We bought it for him. He loved it. He loved Mario Galaxy to death. He really loved it. He played it so much. I only seen a couple of levels here and there. I've never actually played it, so I would like to. He's going to be a granddad before Elder Scrolls 6 releases. Probably. Damn it, I have a meeting. Put the meeting on hold. D is streaming. OG Mario 64. Yeah, I played a little bit. Remember we were doing like trying out some 64 games. I had fun with it, yeah. And now he's way too old for GTA 5. Yeah. Oh man. Here's an interesting question. Do you think they should slow down with the release of games? Like, I don't know, maybe it was when I was at a certain age, maybe games were coming out as frequent as they were back in the day, or probably more frequent. It just didn't feel like it. But I don't know, as an adult now, and I suppose it being my career, like the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. There's just a lot of development companies out there now. I feel like that's why it feels like there's always a new game out every month, maybe 2 games out every month. And I think as a creator, you feel like you are compelled to play these games, or else you're going to lose relevancy. Or if you don't talk about them or react to them, like, people are not going to care. And it's like there's just too many, you know? Maybe not. Maybe I feel like games did come out a lot more frequent back in the day. I don't know. I feel like I never revisit old games anymore. Yeah, I feel that. I really do. That's why I try to do my best on this channel to play games I've never played before, regardless of how old they are. Games are just much longer now. Too much padding. Yeah, I agree with that too. But then again, I feel like these developers and publishers feel pressure to make a game a certain length to fit the price tag. Because nowadays, 20 hours of gameplay is not enough for people. It's not. Like, genuinely, it's not. When people say 20 hours gameplay, what? That's not worth 60, 70 bucks. I'm not paying that. I want 150 hours of gameplay base game. And then I want New Game Plus. You know what I mean? They never played a game for that long. Has to fit the price tag. Imagine Devil May Cry 6, I would jizz live on stream. I don't care if I get banned. He's going to talk about Skyrim the way people talked about Oblivion Crisis and Skyrim. History that most people weren't there for. Yeah. Oh. Ain't nobody got time for that. Your game can be 50 to 100 hours long, but if it's shit, then yeah, I'm not paying $80 for it. Well, that's true too. I mean, game has to be good as well. Game has to be good too. Have you watched the new Devil May Cry anime? No, I haven't. Isn't that weird? I haven't watched it. I don't know what's stopping me from watching it. I don't know what it is. I don't know. There's something stopping me from watching it. Like, for example, I would not pay $80 for Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom wasn't shit. Just wasn't Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom was just bloated. With air. Since Skyrim had like 15 releases, you think Oblivion Remastered will get the same treatment? There's no need. And it won't. I don't think Oblivion Remaster, like, the remaster is not a remaster. They title it as a remaster to already get the props from the players. Like, it's like, oh my god, it's not even a remake, it's a remaster, but it looks like a remake. It's a remake. Like, if you played it, it's a remake. It is a remake. Like, it is, but it feels like the original. You know, they're not going to do any more to that. It's the best it can be. It's the best Oblivion experience ever. I'm loving it. It feels the same. It feels like I'm playing it again all those years ago, but it feels fresh and it feels new and it fits the modern era of gaming. There's no name, but this is Bethesda. Yes, I know. I'm just, yeah, giving them the benefit of the doubt, I guess. Oh, that's cool. Weird angel. Weird angle. Weird angle. What's your name? Wart Angel? Weird Angel? That's cool. Fallout 3 is getting the Oblivion treatment, and I'm so excited. So excited. I love Fallout 3, man. Fallout 3 is so good, bro. The vibe, the music, everything about Fallout 3, dude. So good. New Vegas is better, but still, I loved Fallout 3, man. Didn't put as many hours as I did in Oblivion with Fallout 3, but I put enough. I don't think Morrowind will get a remake. I'm still waiting for the release of They Are Here. Is that the Alien game? Nope. Literally, I don't think I've ever been that scared playing a game in my life. I don't think I'll be able to play that. Ever. Way too scary, dude. Literally, trauma. I'm doing a Fallout 3 series, but I'm narrating for my character. Voiceover style. It's weird. That's cool. I like that concept. That's cool. Flurry Rusher is here. Hey, Flurry Rusher. How you doing? Thank you for the tier 1. 6 months in advance. That's a pre-order right there. Thanks for pre-ordering a sub for 6 months in advance. New Vegas is a true hidden gem. It's not even a hidden gem though. It's widely popular in the Fallout franchise. It is considered the greatest Fallout game of all time. Maybe I'm being biased, but what the weird thing is, I never finished New Vegas. Isn't that fucking weird? I never actually finished the main story. I done almost everything else, bar finishing the main story. But I think a lot of people have that same experience with these games. Hey, no problem. Wouter Dutch. Terminator, though. I played that game. Pretty sure. Oh no, it was a RoboCop side scroller I played. That looks cool though. That looks like something I would have played on the Sega. Was that a Sega game, Torque? Oh god, you're pronouncing Dutch stuff. What? When was I doing that? Oh, that's the new one. I was wondering, it looked fairly crisp. Ooh, streaming in 1440p. Do you participate in this advanced broadcasting beta program? Huh? I'm sorry, what? No Fate announcement. Ooh, cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm not going to check it out now. I'll check it out later, though. Have you tried RoboCop Rogue City? No, I haven't. What is your favorite DMC part? And what is the worst one? What's my favorite game? Is all you're talking? 3 is my favorite. 3 will always be my favorite. The worst is 2. I didn't hate it. I just didn't like the weird controls and the parkour stuff that was in it. And a character that they just seemed to write off from the lore. But 3 is my favorite. I love 1 to death. Don't get me wrong. 1 is what introduced me to the franchise, but 3 is just the most adrenaline-inducing nonsense ever. I love it. D, you just said Wouter Dutch. Wouter Dutch? Water Dutch. Dutch. Ah, yeah, good times, resin. Why I can't pronounce any of your names today? Why are you doing this to me? Right? I look like I have Tourette's or something. Imagine a reveal of Bayonetta 4. I didn't really enjoy Bayonetta 3 that much though. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't know. But I love Bayonetta 1. I love Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta 3 was a little bit out there for me. I'm not gonna lie. It got a bit weird. Mark is asking if there's anybody here from the original YouTube League of Legends streams. It's not a hot take. Okay, I'm not the only one then. Yeah. Oh yeah, the obnoxious controversy. Remember that? Damn. Can't wait until Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out and your journey will continue. Very hype. I'll either have no hair or a full head of grey hair by that time, and Miles would be probably running the YouTube channel. But sure, yeah, I look forward to the journey continuing too. Oh shit. That and Elder Scrolls 6, they're probably going to come out around the same time. You should pronounce the city Leeuwarden. Leeuwarden? Leeuwarden. Oh, that's exciting. Sheehan 117. That's exciting. Music man, what's the crack? Lads, this was fun. It really was. I just wanted to have a little bit of a chill chat with you all, and I'm glad I did. I really enjoyed this, so thank you for that. Yeah, this was really fun. Appreciate it. I'm gonna call it a night now. I'm gonna go see my son before he goes to bed, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Doom: The Dark Ages, sponsored by Bethesda. Very excited to play that game. It's gonna be so hype. I look forward to it. Well, that was a nice job for 20 seconds. Sorry, music man, you came in late, bro. Don't eat crisps tomorrow. No promises, senior lady, no promises. But thank you all for the lovely support and love. I appreciate all your wonderful faces as always, and it means a lot. I might upload this VOD to YouTube as well. In case you've missed it, I'll upload it to YouTube. But yeah, thank you so much, lads. Have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.